Hi everyone. Hello everyone. Leah the trader here from TMAD. So this video is for everyone who is on our Substack, and I want to talk about how to use our Substack the best for your advantage. I want to make it very easy and clear for you. So let's begin. So here we have the last article. It's Crypto Weekend. So first of all, we do 5 to 6 articles a week. We do Sunday is the big prep for the week where we are talking about rotations. We're talking about setups that can work for the whole week. And ideally, when we talk about certain names and ETFs industries that are rotating and the money is rotating into, you have your watch list and you add it to the watch list, right? So you want to have whatever you're using. It could be on your broker or it could be TradingView, TrendSpider, you name it. You add those into your watch list. Ideally, you add the levels as well, because then you're prepared, right? So my watch list is always ready to go. I have open swing trades or day trades. I don't really day trade very rarely, but open swing trades. Short term, I have open swing trades. Long term, the difference is short term are 3 to 5 business days approximately. Long term it could be 2 months. They are more like position trades, I would say. And then I have this big watch list. So when I click on the watch list, I see where is my entry, stop, and target. So I do all this work for you almost every day, where I suggest based on our scanner, we find the rotations based on scanner, and then I will create the technical charts with entries and stops for you. So please, to make your life easier, you just transfer this information into your chart. And if you need alert, you can set alert, right? Have alert on TradingView, and then execute those that are having certain criteria that are breaking out, that are reversals on the levels that we give you. Trade based on what you like to do. What is your portfolio like? Some people are not going to be able to trade everything. Some people want to trade options. You can also trade options based on the checks information we give you. You can be buying a little bit out of money options or at the money options. It depends. It depends what you're trading, right? That I can't tell you because I don't know your net worth, your portfolio size. I don't know anything about that. So you need to know this for yourself, right? No, there's not one size fits all. God forbid in trading. You have to really understand what you want to achieve, what works for you. All right. But in any case, so we give you the levels. Demand green is also a support, right? That's a place where orders are sitting to A, close the shorts, or B, get into longs. So usually the demand zones are weeklies and dailies that we see, and there are strong bounce levels when it comes to, or reversal levels when it comes to stocks, right? So on demand, usually stocks are going to reverse, bounce from, and then supply is a resistance, right? Because there's supply. There are a lot of people want to sell there. Sell short or just sell. They want to get out. A lot of times people are stuck in bags. They bought the stocks for a higher price and they want to break even. If there's a lot of transactions, we see it. All right. As I already said, we see the liquidation clusters, right? The price levels for a large number of leverage trades are sitting, or traders in general. Okay. And then we also observe the jacks, right? The text tells us about the market makers and the big banks and liquidity providers. What are they doing in the market? Because a lot of transactions are made by market makers, not by institutions or retail, right? They're making sure that the market is not extremely insanely volatile, right? So they are kind of like creating the buffer in the market. So we every newsletter, especially on Sunday, if there is something special happening around data, we do some of the macro information so you understand what's happening in the market, because it's very important for trading to understand the basics as well. So we try to talk about it. On Friday or Saturday, we have weekend crypto. When crypto does nothing, then we don't do this letter, because literally sometimes Bitcoin just sits for months and months on the same supply and resistance levels. So we just you have levels from the weeks before, but we do daily update. And then of course, how to read the charts. As I said, supply is a resistance, demand. And then when I suggest trades, which now in crypto is not as much of that, but if you go to our posts, for example, from, let's see, another day here, commodities, or we can go into here, Wednesday newsletter. All right, so here you can tell we have entry, stop, And then the red line always is the target, right? So that's how you trade. Like PKG, we gave you, enter around 232. You see it, enter is green. Sometimes it's also the demand, and it's 232. You see it on the right side of the chart. Stop is always blue, and red is supply or a target, right? Also, the supply is a target. Makes totally logical sense because that's going to be a lot of orders sitting there. So you want to get out. Sometimes you can just trail your stop. That's how I trade often too. When I see there is a lot of volume and momentum, and we see on the scanner that, hey, this still has a lot of momentum, it can go higher. I usually would trail my stop a little bit below the supply and see if it fails there and goes back down, I'm out. Or to the last pivot. What is the pivot? This is the pivot here on this chart, for example, right? When you are, let's say, long on this chart PKG, you would be long from 193, and then you get to this level, you hit certain level, and then it retests a little bit, like here, around 225, and then takes off again. That's a pivot, right? You go higher, retest a little bit, and then take off from the pivot. That's where I would trail my stops to. All right. So that's very crucial to understand, but that's pretty much it. It should be very simple. We do the jacks as well, which we are describing to you because it's very important to also know what is the option flow doing. You want to know. Sometimes we don't use the option flow when it's not applicable because it will just confuse you. All right. When it's applicable and it's telling us something important, we will disclose it. It also can help you with choosing the strikes for options, right? So that's pretty much what we do. If you have any questions, you can always ask us. Remember, we have weekly chat for the members on Wednesday, 11 Eastern time. All right. So we are in there in the chat, both of us answering your questions. Please join and ask us what you need to know, and we're happy to help. All right, guys. Hope this was helpful. Have a good day. And we are preparing new article now for 7, 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye.